We're back. PotatoMunchers and Poggers team. Hell yeah. I believe this match is a losers bracket game between these two fantastically named teams. So PotatoMunchers, I think they were in the round of 32 winners bracket. They dropped down at the hands of the Trollers of Romania. Had a good fight though. They lost, but they took a couple maps before going down. And they had some pretty good scores on some of the maps they played last week too. They are going up against Poggers' team, who had a dominating win last time, dropping down into the losers bracket in the round of 64, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that. Yep. And he had a dominating win over NecoPixel 201. Coming into this game off of a big old win. Gonna give him some nice positive vibes going into this. PotatoMunchers do have some really good players in their ranks though. A lot of high-ranking players there, and plenty of names that do stick out. Some good reading players. PotatoMunchers with some pretty terrifying low AR players in Vector and Moosepie. But they have some great backbone in terms of mechanics as well. The likes of Spev in their roster, and Jackson and Swick. They have a good variety of abilities in their team. They do have some great potential on gimmick maps, and well, we are going to be seeing Hidden 3 first pick from PotatoMunchers, but more on that in a sec. Fremod 2 first pick from Poggers' team. And they really are getting into these quick. I like it. Fremod 2, the breakcore map. Fergus mapping some flashbulb. 220 BPM, kind of dense. Breakcore mapping. Followed up by the low approach rate hidden pick in This Too Shall Pass. The OK Go. You'd love to see it. Mapped by Isome. Yeah, the bans that came out, the first ban was by Poggers' team, banning the speed pick. People really don't like that map. It's been banned a lot. I'm actually kind of surprised it's seeing so much ban play. Like, it is a tough map, but it's the sort of map you'd expect to see a lot. Apparently not. And then the Hard Rock 2 ban, the stream pick. So both players definitely targeting the tapping there. Both players don't want to play the tapping maps. Or at least that's what it suggests. So PotatoMunchers did ban the last Hard Rock 2, but that was a very different Hard Rock 2. The Hard Rock 2 last time was more of a... it was like a 1-6 map, like it was 1/3. Doubles and stuff. And there's another Hard Rock pick. They just don't want to play Hard Rock. They have been targeting a lot of Hard Rock. I guess they're an anti-AR8 team. So anti-AR10. They are for AR8. DC3 ban next. And these really are coming out quick. I can't even shout out the predictions, which are on right now, by the way. Bet all your points on which of these fantastically named teams are going to be taking the W today. It's live right now in chat. Spend all your points. It's okay, it's imaginary internet points. Gambling them is fine. I give you permission. Yeah, DT3 was speed, by the way. So Poggers' team are targeting speed. PotatoMunchers are targeting high AR, I guess. There is a lot of low AR coming out of PotatoMunchers. The Fremod 1, next pick from them, that's the AR 8.8. Spaced triple awkward aim map. The Nomod 1 followed up by that. Some classic Nomod 1. Actually going to see it this time. And I am begging, Cavo, please tell me you have the hit sounds on for that. Don't let me down, dude. Don't do it. That's actually kind of a mixed no mod 1. It's not just jumps. It's not just jumps. It has a few skill sets in there. Some bursts, some kick sliders, some awkward little doohickeys, but it is mostly about aim. You turn the volume up there. Oh hell yeah! Just for the break. It's very important. Even if hit sounds don't work on this client because, well, derpity do. It never syncs up. It's worth it for that one section though. Hey, more VTubers. The No Mod 4. Underworld, Utautai, Captain 1 getting a lot of love here. I wonder how many subs Katona gets off of these Osu maps that keep telling people to do it. What are the analytics on that? It's 155 BPM, alt star mapping, flow aim, sharp corner aim. It's your usual alt map you see in a tournament, but it is a little bit faster than what you usually see. Approaching slow spaced stream speeds. Yeah, I know. Why are people banning No Mod 5? I was expecting to see it once. So I could point out all of the bloody boomer memes that are in that tune, but no, everyone is banning No Mod 5. Are the stats live on the site? Are they all up to date? Hang on, let me refresh. There we go, they are. Yeah, at the moment, No Mod 5 is the most banned map so far. No, it's not. No, that's a lie. Sorry. The most banned map is Hard Rock 2 with 5 bans. No picks. But No Mod 5 is a close second with 4 bans. And the 1 pick, but it was the game that was off stream. And speaking of streams, No Mod 2. After the Hard Rock 2 ban, No Mod 2 suiting PotatoMunchers a bit better. More of a comfortable sort of stream map, that though. And a more standard BPM and feel. But still very spaced. Focusing more on the flow aim side of things. The next bans are coming up. Still no FreeMod 3 interaction here. PotatoMunchers are telegraphing that they want to play low AR, but they threw a curveball at the end there with the stream pick. Poggers team have a chance to possibly ban it, although Poggers team do have a few players that should be okay on covering for like a low approach rate hidden. No Mod 6 banned, no more Take. It's a scary map. It's a scary map. But we're not going to see it here. To be honest with you, the No Mod 1 pick actually for Poggers team is kind of interesting because I mean, maybe the score from last week was a one-off. But in the head-to-heads, PotatoMunchers have 1.5 million over Poggers team. They scored 3.5 mil last week. I wonder if they know that. Did they know how good PotatoMunchers did on No Mod 1 last week? Maybe it was just a one-off for Poggers team. It does happen. No Mod 1 can be like that sometimes. That's the Hidden 2 ban. So FreeMod 3 remains open. We'll see if it gets interacted with. The flow aim hidden is gone. A decent amount of flow aim in PotatoMunchers picks. Even the Hidden 3 has a little bit of that, although not really much. That's more about overlapping patterns and aim control on low approach rate. FreeMod 1 and FreeMod 1 and No Mod 2 definitely do. I am expecting to see Shanghai Alice appear though. The free mod 3. If it doesn't appear, it'll be a surprise. It'd be very surprising if that doesn't make an appearance here. There it is. We are going to see the Zun. We do love a bit of Toho around here. CS5 AR8 locked in from PotatoMunchers. Be their last pick. So no mod 2 into free mod 3. Very different maps there. So there is going to be a lot of reading in this game then. See if we can see Vector and Moose Pie flex. What are they going to do? What is the last pick? What maps haven't been picked yet? What have we not seen? Well, we haven't seen DT4, but we're not going to see it today. Hard Rock 1 locked in as the final pick for Poggers team. The only Hard Rock pick in the game is the very last one, the low BPM wide angle jump aim pick. So the very last pick is a curveball. Right at the end there. Sorting you out there. The very last pick. Mapped by the one, the only consumer of Bean. The Perfect Insanity Disturbed. It's been a popular map. We've seen it a lot so far. It's been by far the most popular hard rock pick up to this point. So there's lots of reading happening in the first part of this game. And that does include this first one to an extent. Free mod 2. 220 BPM AR 9.2, so it's quite dense. Breakcore burst mapping. Moderate speed. With quite a bit of control as well. Mapped by Fergus, who's very well known for mapping this sort of thing. To start things off. More about the mixed skill sets on this one. Not just density, but it's there. PotatoMunchers can utilize that because they're going into low AR both of their picks straight after this. We'll have to see how it goes though. Neither of these two teams picked the equivalent map last week, so I can't tell you much other than it's a cool map. We like Flashbulb around here. Well, this is the point where you can't be making no mistakes. Can't be mispicking. Can't be doubting yourself because this is a loser's bracket matchup. It's a last chance saloon for either of these two teams. And it's a game you think both teams would be looking at and thinking they have a decent chance at it. I think on paper, PotatoMunchers do have the stronger roster on the whole. And especially as the maps get harder, they are going to scale harder. But if you're going to put everything on the line, it's going to be now. It could be your last match. Let's see. It's a 220 BPM breakcore mapping to kick things off here. Looks like Samoyed is hiding. Hopefully he's playing. In the meantime though, as we get started here, some of the mod players finding early breaks. Looks like Arco and Lamy finding early breaks there, you know, the hidden and the hard rock. There you go. He's back. There he is. Samoyed with that hard rock though. That's a pretty Pretty rough start, actually. A lot of players struggling as this map opens up. Left with only one full combo. The hidden on PotatoMunchers with Spev. One of their highest ranked players. Probably one of their most experienced players in tournaments, Spev. Will be definitely a player they will be hoping big things from in this game. He does fine breaks, though. It's a chaotic game, though. It's really hard to call. Everyone is finding a lot of breaks. It's incredibly chaotic. Everyone is dying on this map. Accuracy is really even, too. On the whole, maybe slightly in favor of PotatoMunchers, thanks to that 97 from Spev. But the combos are not happening for anyone. What happens when the dust settles? Who is going to find comfort first? Whoever does is going to be so valuable because everyone is struggling. It shows how nasty this map is. The density really does come into it when you're at speeds this fast. And the hard rock players, it's a tough map mechanically. A little bit in it for Poggers team though. Poggers team beginning to recover nicely now, just as the map begins to give him a break. Great timing to have it. Blurg with a couple breaks there. Actually, is that the Tycho player? I think I recognize him as being a very good Tycho player. I've seen him in a couple standard tournaments though. I think I teamed with Blurg in Tycho Suiji Cup. I remember that. No, I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking of someone else. God damn it. Never mind. Moving on. Hyper Pigeon. 600 combo. 600 combo right at the end for Poggers team on Hyper Pigeon's side is pretty much the difference, man. That was an incredibly chaotic map. For 3/4 of that map, everyone was breaking. Everyone was struggling to hold combo. Hyper Pigeon. Right at the end there, running away with it. Samoyed and Lammy as well, finding nice recoveries there. Just about sealing it for their team, but goodness me. Anyone could have won that. You might as well have just rolled to decide that one, I think. Damn, I'm sure I recognise that name from Tycho. I must be thinking of someone else. There's someone with a very similar name. He's a very good Tycho player. Played with him in Tycho Suiji Cup at one point. Okay, it is time for the OK Go. Low approach rate hidden is next. Apparently that was an accidental pick. Well, it worked out, didn't it? Sometimes chaos is the answer. Hopefully the client is holding together. Now the last low approach rate hidden pick wasn't very popular. It was picked once in a round of 32. Let me just let that sink in for a moment. A round of 32 with losers bracket, and a map was picked once and banned God knows how many times. It was banned at least like 14, 15 times. This one got picked in the very first game that didn't happen on stream. This is the first time we're seeing it on stream. Quite a lot of overlaps in this. Pretty hard rhythms. It's not as technical on the rhythm snaps. There aren't many weird rhythm snaps in this. Mostly on 1/4s and 1/2s. But the patterning is quite hard to read. And there are quite a few 1/4 aim patterns that you have to snap to throughout this. So lots of aim control required on the low approach rate. This one's mapped by Isome. And if I ever chose this song choice, give him a raise. It's a great song choice. I'm seeing some big player swaps. Vector, Moose Pie, and Unata joining in for PotatoMunchers, bringing in their reading players. They're very strong reading players. Let's see if they're on point. Seeing Slay and Lock Dragon joining. I think they've not in the last one. It's a long map, this as well. 3 minutes long. I mean, it's not terribly long, but it's certainly not short. Long enough on a map like this. Holding FC on this is pretty hard. It takes a lot of comfort on this approach rate. Moose Pie giving us a bit of tension there. What's he got? The mouse-only legend himself, Moose Pie. Saw a few breaks from Poggers' team though, so I think PotatoMunchers are in a very good spot. The accuracies are telling a story. 87, 87, 85, 90, 93. A tough pick for Poggers' team. PotatoMunchers have strength on all 4 of their players over them. No FCs. Vector does find the break, dropping his FC, but his accuracy is very high. Some smoke coming out after the break, but I don't think Spev should be too worried because it's simply a great counter pick. The reading working out extremely well. Looking to even up the scoreline after Poggers' team won the first pick. The combos are looking pretty decent for Poggers' team, but they simply don't have the accuracy. They're missing out on so much score. If they keep breaking though, they are going to make this closer than it probably should be. PotatoMunchers have lost 3 combos. Oh, 2 combos dropped from Poggers' team. The biggest combos remain. They are reeling in PotatoMunchers here, but I just don't think they have enough. Blurg with the break on that aim section. It is all over. A little bit scary there though, but like Poggers' team were finding some reading power. This ending section where the spacing really kicks in. It's a great recovery from Vector, breaking the last slider, but it's all good. He had that one down pat. Great score. Nice accuracy and combo. The best score in the room from the reading specialist. But it's a good team score across the board and a fantastic counter pick. Poggers' team didn't know what hit them. If they managed to hold on to a little bit in the first half though, they actually might have made that pretty close, but in the first half they really struggled. It's 1-1. So both teams winning their own picks, even if Poggers' team's pick wasn't even intended. How do you even manage that? Actually, that's a silly question. That literally happened in the last tournament match I played. Sometimes communication is hard. Words coming out of your mouth don't come out right sometimes. It happens. Here comes free mod 1. More low AR. The double low AR. The last of the 3 heavy, dense picks. Low approach rate focused on awkward bursts, awkward spaced triples, and some wide spacing. It's approach rate 8.8 base. The sort of map where you would expect overmods on Hard Rock quite a bit, because the circle size is slightly larger than 4 at 3.8. Meaning the CS with Hard Rock is just over CS5, which isn't too bad. So after that last one, I think PotatoMunchers are going to be fancying their chances on this. Well, the Poggers team, after that one, it's a good warm-up for it. Seeing Yasuha join in for Lot Dragon. Samoyed. I always used to pronounce his name as Samoyed. I didn't realise how to say it. It's Samoyed. Joining in here. Seeing Arco swap out for Moose Pie. This one not being a pure low approach rate map. Bringing in more mechanics-focused players that can manage it is usually a better option. It's a tough map to adjust to, but after that hidden 3, that's the perfect map to adjust to something like this. This map though it can trip you up quite hard at the start. But once you get a feel for it, it becomes much more comfortable. So early misses are probably going to happen quite a lot, I imagine. Quite a few early drops from Poggers team. Those early drops that I mentioned. It's just one of those maps. It's hard to get a good start on this. The only FC left is the hidden player. The double hidden though from PotatoMunchers is an interesting choice. I suppose that's comfort, but on anything below AR8, it's a rarity to see. A slip from Spev, some minor misaims, but it's still 3 FCs to nothing. With sleigh breaking, not looking too good already for Poggers team, although PotatoMunchers are starting to lose their FCs. The players holding the FCs are going to be pretty solid on this. Yeah, Vector hidden is not an easy opponent to face. Unata looking very comfortable on the Nomad as well. Not too much in it though with the nice recoveries, but ooh, with Vector breaking there, that's pretty big. Yasuha breaking on the same point, but Unata can still keep his team in it. Some misaims coming out of Vector. Oh, Poggers team lose everything. 200k, Unata with the FC now. You see there's 1-6 stacks coming in. I neglected to mention that. Focused too much on the spaced burst and the awkward aim. But yeah, this map has 1-6s in it too. But they're fairly simple 1-6 stacks. They aren't really the main point, but they are there. You have to deal with them. Unata having no problems dealing with them though. There's the FC drop, but 500,000 of advantage. Poggers team struggling to hold a major combo now. Not really going to be enough, is it? The reading map's working extremely well. Not as much in this one, but that's to be expected with it being not AR8. Just below AR9. It's not as brutal on the reading. More about mechanics where things are closer. But nevertheless, it's still a strong win. Oh, Vector not going to get top score. Really close though. Ending bursts, so the wider spacing in the map there. It's a good play though and hidden by Vector. Another great play on the hidden from him. Unata though with the Nomad really saving the day and making that a pretty solid win in the end. The reading map's working out very well. There's still one more reading map to go if this match continues to go close. But that's not until very late in this match. So that'll have to wait. A change attack is next. Because we're going into some of that Nomad 1. Boy, I love some Nomad 1. I like to jump. I like to move my cursor from one corner of the screen to the other. Oh, cheers, just share. I think Cavo could use some caffeine. He possibly could. Hopefully he's already got one right now. I hope he's cozy. I want to wrestle this client today. Yep, mostly about aim and mechanics, of course. As you'd expect from the No Mod 1, it's going to be your jump map. But this one isn't all about jumps. It's quite mixed. It kind of feels like the map you would have in like a tiebreaker, where you have the jumps and the aim, but you have a little bit of other things as well. Some bursts, some kick sliders, some little elements as well other than the aim. It does feel like a mini tiebreaker, this. I mean, saying mini is a bit of an understatement. It is 4 minutes 25, so it is very close. I've played tournaments with tiebreakers that long. This was picked by Poggers' team, but it was a curious choice. PotatoMunchers absolutely gobbled up the last No Mod 1 last week, whereas Poggers' team had 2 million. 3.5 million versus 2 million on last week, that's a big disparity. Maybe it was a one-off. I mean, they did pick it. Poggers' team know better than I. Maybe they like to live on the edge, but this is a curious choice. I mean, it is a slightly different kind of map, though, because it is more all around. It is what it is. See, Moose Pie back in for the No Mod 1. That's actually pretty cool to see. The mouse only player hopping in for the aim. Lammy 2 joining in. The Poggers team. Swick as well hopping in for this. More mechanics focused pick. Will be up his alley. So mechanics wise, this is still very much within the comfort range of many players. 6.6 stars of mechanics. The first verse claims Arco and Yasuo. Oh no, it's just Arco. That was a Bancho miss. Only Arco is broken. It's advantage Poggers team. You have to say, great song choice. A cool song choice for a No Mod 1. Some of that Falcom sound team. Great artist. That gives it the TB feel, I think. Samoyed with the break there on that jump pattern. One of the jump spikes, but most of the players hold strong. A very good start from both teams. Oh, some hundreds from Moose Pie. Samoyed with another break, as does Arco. Oh, the big jump's coming out. Yanata finds the break. Oh, let's go, Cavo. Good man. All the FCs are gone from PotatoMunchers. They're all gone. It's 2 FCs to nothing. The middle part starting to claim a lot more people as that spacing kicks in once again. And now with the slow part, those 2 FCs are going to be racking up those gains. Stocks rising. The maps are hit sounded. It's okay. It'll be worth it, I promise you. It'll be worth it. Just need to give it a minute. At the moment, it's all eyes on Slay and Lammy too. Oh, there goes Lammy too. It's just Slay now. But PotatoMunchers finding quite a few breaks. Recovering nicely, but 500,000 And that's only going to keep rising. This is looking like an inspired pick. Despite how last scores went, clearly Poggers' team just had a bad day.
You're asking for a special favor from me, Green Cold Steel, from Legend of Cold Steel? Nothing personnel, kid. But you're way out of my mean league. And not even Cold Steel could take care of that burn. Now do me a favor and go commit Sudoku.
Now, own up. Who was that? Who put that in? I'll give you a firm handshake. I respect it. Slay, man. He's slaying it. It's nothing personal. It's just business. Oh, it's a break from Slay, but the job's done. Nice recovery, honestly, from PotatoMunchers. They have a massive combo advantage, but I don't think there's enough time left. It's a great recovery, though, from those three. Arco, Unata, and Swick, but the FCs were just too big in the middle section there. But nicely done. Very nicely done there. In the end, though, Poggers' team will win the No Mod 1. Against what I thought, clearly it was just a one-off last week. A much improved No Mod 1 performance from Poggers' team, taking out PotatoMunchers. Bringing it to 2-2. It is game on now. The next pick is theirs as well. Here comes that alternate. The VTuber experience. Some of that Katone. Captain 1 ult mapping. Some flow aim. Some sharp corner aim. All at 155 BPM, which is kind of fast for this sort of tech map. Well, not tech map, this sort of ult map, I should say. I read No Mod 4 and I think tech. I can't help it. That's a good point, actually. We haven't seen Abyssal yet, who is on Poggers' team. You haven't seen him yet. One Russia has yet to make an appearance. I suppose Abyssal tends to become much stronger once you get to the harder pools. But they need to get there. It's a tough matchup. I say, why was Abyssal not playing this Two Shall Pass? Where was he then? What's his map, dude? I don't know, man. They might have won if they had him on the team for that map. Anyways, here we go. This pick is Poggers' team. So far, both teams winning their own picks. So these two giving us a masterclass on how to pick maps. Even if one of them was an accident. We'll go with it. So the opening up flow aim patterns there, claiming a few combos. Mostly on the side of PotatoMunchers, though. They were later. But it is 2 FCs to 2. Oh, that aim pattern catching out Arco. It's 1 FC to 2. Poggers' team with the advantage now, well and truly. Actually, no, maybe not. No, the recoveries. I take that back. Maybe not. Those recovering combos are falling, but Slay and Lammy too. Those FCs are big. Slay with a break there. 1 FC to 1 now. The recoveries are pretty powerful now. Swig does get the break just before the map slows down, but they still have it because Lammy 2 found the break there. Meaning the only FC left is on PotatoMunchers. Yanata once again. The no mod carry. Arco with the great recovery though. Poggers team have nothing. They can't take much through this slow part at all. They're missing out on a lot. They're really going to start running away now. But they have, but Yanata finds the break on that slider. Misaims it completely. Still with PotatoMunchers. Poggers team struggling to hold a major combo now. They have completely crumbled. Completely crumbled now. Too little too late, but a strong first half was followed by a second half where they struggled a bit more. PotatoMunchers managed to recover very nicely. Yanata with a very nice FC throughout most of that. PotatoMunchers take the break point. It's a great comeback there, and a great show of keeping you cool. Because in the end, they looked far stronger at the end of that map. So the first break point of the match, pretty big considering we're going into 2, not 1 but 2 PotatoMunchers picks. Winning both of these will take the win, so Poggers team now have to take a break point to stay in this game and stay in the tournament. Going into the streams next, the No Mod 2 flow aim map. Stop and start aim. Low spacing stacks into wide spacing streams are the name of the game here. Pretty much all about the flow aim. Going into more reading after this as well, which is a scary prospect for Poggers team. Because that means now they really have to win this. So if they don't win this No Mod 2 pick, they're going to be up against the wall on that CS5 approach rate 8. Unless their low AR no mod is on point. I mean, the 3 mod 1 was relatively close. There weren't too much there, but it still was pretty decisive, all things considered. PotatoMunchers looked clearly stronger. So this No Mod 2 right now is incredibly important for Poggers team. It's the easier of the 2 breakpoints to win. PotatoMunchers though. You know, they did pretty decently on the 3 mod 1, which does have quite a bit of flow aim. It's not quite as pure as this though. It's not quite as fierce as this. It's a bit different to the maps we've seen in this match so far. They did very well on last week's stream map though, but it has to be said, last week's stream map, in my opinion, was far easier than this. It was far easier than this. It was one of the easiest maps of the pool, and we saw a lot of high scores on it. Although 3.7 million is, yeah, it still was very good for that map though. But I think this one is quite a bit more volatile. I think that's the same lineup for PotatoMunchers that played the last map. Seeing Hyper Pigeon and Samoyed return to Poggers team. Oh, lots of act drops at the start, mostly on Poggers team. Some players holding on a little bit. But they get through the first set of streams, but they are really holding on, you can tell. Hyper Pigeon down to 93, 92. Spev drops his stream there. His accuracy is right down as well. It's advantage Poggers team. They have the opportunity to combo a game. A slightly easier part here for just a short while. Accuracy not letting him get very far away. Oh, he breaks just before the stream. Hyper Pigeon. 3 FCs to 3. It's even, but PotatoMunchers have slight more because of Spev. Slay drops a stream. He drops a couple notes in the stream, actually. He didn't drop too many notes there. But it is an FC down. 3 FCs to 2. PotatoMunchers firmly in the lead. Long streams, but low spacing now. Lots of combo in the field still. Unata drops a stream. It is 2 FCs to 2 now. I think Spev dropped as well, did he? Let's give it a sec. That might be Spancho. No, he did drop. Samoyed's gone. It's 2 FCs to 1. PotatoMunchers have it again. It's on Yasuha. Hyper Pigeon is recovering. Swig drops a couple notes there. Holds his ack, but loses the combo. It's with Poggers team again. Accuracy is down for Hyper Pigeon, but the combo advantage is in the favour of Poggers team. Back and forth, but PotatoMunchers have a little bit more in it. The accuracy is doing so much work. The recovering combos are all starting to drop now. Those FCs are really, really huge in this game. Arco drops. Arco has dropped. Yasuha's the only FC left. Hyper Pigeon recovering as well as Slay. They are really reeling them in now. And Poggers team have taken the lead. Yasuha still has it though. Really have a large combo advantage. 3 players. Pretty huge. Oh, there goes Yasuha though, but they still have it with Hyper Pigeon and Slay. They still have it. Never mind Ack, Hyper Pigeon just hitting all the circles. Don't need Ack, just hit all the notes. Just do it. Some of the big combos dropping at the core moment at the end there was pain. But man, Poggers team need to give Yasuha a pat on the back there, because that was a huge performance. Yasuha comboed through a lot of that, and they needed it so badly. They needed this win so badly, because the next pick is going to be tough for them. But this keeps them in the game to at least one more of their picks. Great comeback there from Poggers team. Living up to the name there. This is the second of the PotatoMunchers double picks now, and this one, and the way this game has gone, is far more favoured for them. Shanghai Alice on Meiji 17. Or Shanghai Alice. Not Shanghai Alice. It was Alice. CS5 AR8 Kirby style mapping. Mapped by Yolks Pie. Because it's free mod, they can't just cheese Poggers team with the 4-way hidden and really abuse their powerful hidden roster. But nevertheless, this on Hard Rock is pretty hard mechanically. I don't think either team play much Hard Rock. Maybe a little bit, but neither team picked any Hard Rock last week. So all in all, PotatoMunchers should be quite confident on this. Whack load of symmetry aim. Lots of spaced, weirdly shaped streams. Lots of old style shenanigans. That's this map in a nutshell. It's your usual like CS5 AR8 free mod pick, where it's usually a wee bit jank. Although this map isn't actually very jank. It's quite well made. And the rhythms match the song really well, unlike a lot of Kirby maps. Or the old Kirby maps anyway. So it's a little bit more intuitive, I'd say. But nevertheless, the patterning is hard to aim. And there are some 1/3s that are particularly hard to snap to, and they can really catch you out. So we're seeing Moose Pie make a return. The Moose Pie and Vector tag team. We're going to be seeing lots of hiddens on this. I imagine those two would rather hidden this. It is a jammer. It's such a jammer. I can't go wrong with some Zune. I can never complain. Do nerd out about Toho when given an opportunity. I can't help it. It's natural. Okay, no overmodding. Unless Blurg is overmodding. No, he's not. So no overmodding. Moose Pie, no mod. Vector taking the hidden. No surprise to see Vector take it. But I wasn't sure if Moose Pie was going to go hidden on this. Let's stir my coffee real quick, hang on. There we go. Well stirred. Ready to go. It's a very early miss, I think, from Blurg. Or maybe a couple slider ends. Nothing really of note, to be honest. One of the harder parts here, some of the harder aim, some of the harder streams. Always in these choruses. But it never really stops. Samoyed with the first break on the 1/3. Arco dropping his Hard Rock FC. The Hard Rock scores are down. Moose Pie drops the stream. Advantage is still with him, actually, because Blurg breaks. And Lamy breaks the hidden player. 1 FC to 2. Unator and Vector, they've been doing so well on these maps. They are the highest performing players so far, for the most part, for PotatoMunchers. But they're both down. It's just Slay left. As we get into this build-up, which is slightly easier, but this map really doesn't have any free combo in it. I'd say this is slightly easier. The accuracy really showing for Slay, though. May not be fully comfortable, but it's important he holds for his team. Moose Pie recovering nicely after his earlier break. Samway dropping on the Hard Rock. I say it's hard to overestimate how tough this is for the mod players. Both hidden and Hard Rock. Vector finding a few breaks. Lamy was recovering nicely through that, breaking as the map picks up in difficulty again. Moose Pie breaks as well. Moose Pie dropping the combo there. PotatoMunchers down now. They really are far down on this. Blurg with the break, but Slay, even with the act drops, is combo gaming to victory. Poggers team is doing this for the Scorpion 1 generation. They are combo gaming hard this game. It's a great ending combo from Unator. Slay does find the break and the end of that. Is it too late or is it not? I think it is. Oh wait, no, it's not. There's a few breaks on Poggers team. Unator with 700 combo, but it's not enough. Never mind. I thought there was a bit more to the map. I thought there was like one more phrase to it. If there was, I think that might have been a comeback, but it's not. Poggers team taking 2 breakpoints, and this is a very unlikely one as well, given the way the reading maps had gone before in these sort of like low AR gimmick maps. An absolutely massive breakpoint, and they are really turning this game around now. That was a tough ask, but they answered the call. Poggers team have brought it to match point with their own pick as the final map left. It's Perfect Insanity, the Hard Rock 1. Low BPM, aim heavy pick this, with wide angles. and very wide spacing because of this low BPM. This map's a bit of a nerve shredder. The very low density does come into a factor when it's on AR10. So it's important to keep you cool. Very important point for both teams. This PotatoMunchers have been going for a lot of reading, and they did ban 2 hard rock picks. So Poggers team going for this as the very last pick could be an inspired move. Clearly a pick that goes against PotatoMunchers' wishes here. Right, you gotta get the bops in. Gotta get the bops in, dude. Sneak the Disturbed into Osu tournaments. We'll do it one map at a time, yeah? Hell yeah. Final pick of the game. PotatoMunchers have to take a break point on this hard rock pick. Despite it not being their favoured mod, they have players that can perform on this. But no doubt, Poggers team now in an extremely good position. This game has played out in a way that really suits this being the last pick. We'll see if it plays out with them taking the W. Will it be the first tiebreaker of the round? Maybe. We'll see. Not going to jinx it, though. The lineups are in. As you'd expect, this sort of map, in the one slot, is usually quite lengthy. This one is almost 4 minutes long. All about those wide angles all the time. You know, naturally, the higher jumps and the higher spacing, the harder patterns are in the choruses versus slightly lower down. The ending has some pretty hard patterns as well if it comes down to that. Some of the wider angles right at the death. Couple of early breaks from PotatoMunchers. Actually 3. Make that 3 early breaks. Swig the only FC left in the early rounds, but it's so early. Lammy does find the break for Poggers team, but 3 FCs getting the job done. Very nice axe on those 2. Good start here for the Poggers team. Oh, the slider takes 2 big combos. Arco and Slay, and the shake was there, but it's even. And there's big spacing coming in. Samoid gets nipped by 1. Spev follows suit. 1 FC to 1, but the bigger combos are on PotatoMunchers slightly. No, actually, no. No, it's even. It's even. 1 FC to 1, though. Breaks here are really going to sting. There's one from Lammy. Now that does hand it over to PotatoMunchers. Oh, but Yanata gets the break. It's not going to happen. Big recovering combo gone. Poggers team have it. Not going to get very far away, though. They're just not getting very far away. Slay with the break. They're all recovering combos. Swig with the break. That's huge. Yasuho, the only FC left, does find the break. This pattern's quite hard, but it's claimed all the FCs, and we're again back to square one. Spev with a nice combo through that section, though, is going to have the advantage on their side via small margin by the time this map gets hard again. Oh, nothing in it at all, man. The streams are coming up here. Oh, they miss aim on the linear, the back and forth. Oh, I think it's back with Poggers team now. They are just trading. No one wants to take a lead in this game. The nerves are high. The stakes are high. Both teams crumbling a little bit, but it's still anyone's game. No one having issues with the streams. That's so dead even. Slightly more ack on PotatoMunchers, but a little bit more combo on Poggers' team. So much combo in the field now, at least compared to the rest of this map. Swick with a break there, hands it over to Poggers' team now. Spev with the break, that's brutal now. 4 big combos to 2 big combos. Poggers' team have the chance, but the ending of this is quite hard, you know. The break from Lammy there. Samwood with the break. It's not enough though. They will just about take it. Just about. I dare not say anything, but in the end, Poggers' team win it by 40k. The entire map they were trading. They never got like outside of 100k between each other, despite the breaks. But that is going to be the game. PotatoMunchers will drop out of the tournament, and Poggers' team will take the victory. Very well played. Really good game. Good competitive back and forth match here. Poggers' team had a hard time in those last couple of picks. The last 2 picks from PotatoMunchers. That No Mod 2 and then the Free Mod 3. Having to take a reading map off of PotatoMunchers, considering how well they did earlier, was a big ask. But they stepped up nicely. I guess taking them off their hidden was a rather important part in that. But a hard way to make the comeback happen. But well done to them, pulling it off. PotatoMunchers, though, will head out. Thank you so much for playing, guys. Ending on a great game. It's been a pleasure casting that.